What are we talking about? Movies and shit?
Movies, shows, and shit.
All right, introduce it, Mark.
All right, let's talk about shows.
69.99.
You can talk about your
GMineo.
You can talk about your newly found Michael Jordan expertise. I would love to hear your Last Dance breakdown. Did you watch?
I only watched one episode.
Still, I want to hear. I'm in the presence of a Michael Jordan expert at this point. Haley just watched The Last Dance.
One episode of The Last Dance.
It's on Netflix now, I think, right?
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
Where did you watch it?
I don't know. My parents were watching it, and I sat in the background and watched a little bit, and I was like, this seems good.
Yeah, are we talking about the actor Michael Jordan or the actor?
Not Michael B. Jordan, even though I like Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Jordan.
So Michael B. Jordan.
Let's talk about Michael B. Jordan.
They're two different people. Michael B. Jordan is Eric Killmonger. He is
two different people.
A lot of different stuff. I can't think of any other roles he plays, but he plays a lot of stuff.
We should consider talking about him instead.
First off, don't ever disrespect the real Michael Jordan like that. Second off, I've actually met Michael B. Jordan, which is crazy.
Are you?
I'll tell you the story, but tell me yours first.
Did you faint when you met him?
No, I actually shook his hand.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Mark more sports integrated, and
it's not gonna happen, Wade.
He knows two names.
Sports integrated.
One name, really, Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe.
I love
Kobe. So you liked it?
I only watched Kobe when I was little. I only watched the Lakers.
Cool.
Nice.
That's a good team to watch. Great
That's
franchise.
the only one I watched.
You don't know LeBron James, by the way?
No.
What?
I do know him. He's tall.
He plays for the Lakers now. Yeah, he's tall.
I know him. I mean, all basketball players.
He's like some say the second greatest player ever.
I know Steph Curry.
There you go. Okay, so long story short, you watched The Last Dance. You liked it.
I liked it. It was good.
Are you going to continue to watch it? It
is.
is.
I can't get in the mindset of someone who's that competitive, though.
He's insanely competitive.
He's insanely competitive.
I watched it and I was like, I'm pretty competitive. He's another. I mean, I've known this, but he's another level.
Yeah.
Like, he was only happy when other people lost and he won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it only
for
takes
better
a
or
little bit
worse,
for him to like really go after someone.
I know. Sometimes it wouldn't even be anything. Like Michael Jordan used to make things up.
Yeah.
To motivate himself to win games.
He used to make things up that people were rude to him and like tell people. He would tell everybody that this guy said this to me, and then like years later he'd be like, "Oh, I made that up." Just to
motivate himself.
Oh.
Somebody would like
trash talk me, and then
somebody would like not say hi to him, like George Karl.
Yeah.
And he would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going off for 55 points and destroying the whole game."
Should we start not talking to each other then?
I'm just gonna make up that Haley was an asshole
every time before stream.
I mean, that's what I've been doing. I've been telling everybody you punched me in the face.
Can't you see it?
That's true.
So yeah,
maybe I am Michael Jordan.
You're definitely not at all.
Basically,
you're the Michael Jordan of reaction videos, Mark.
Thank you, Wade.
Michael Jordan of reaction videos.
So the other Michael B. Jordan. I know we're supposed to be talking about shows, but I'll tell you the quick story about how I met Michael B. Jordan. So I lived in Orlando for a little bit. Right. I came back. Okay, relax. I came back.
I'm fully invested in
that cup about went flying through the window. I came back from Orlando and I was working with this company. You guys probably know them. It's Icelandic Glacial Water. It's like a super like LA hipster water company.
Okay.
And so I was like the representative at events, and Variety Magazine was having events called Actors on Actors or Actors versus Actors, something like that, where actors would interview each other.
Action.
Yes.
Wow.
So they would interview each other instead of having an interviewer interview them. So Michael B. Jordan was there, J.K. Simmons was there, all these other people. J.K. Simmons just looked like a regular old dude, and I almost didn't know who he was, and I was like, oh shit, that's J.K. Simmons.
Is he an actor too?
J.K. Simmons, yeah. What was that drum movie with him and Miles Teller?
Oh, Whiplash? You met that guy? Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah.
I don't know actors' names.
I've seen the trailer to that movie.
He's J.K. Simmons and everything. But anyway,
he's in a lot.
He was super nice, whatever. And my job was to try to. They put me out there as the guy to push Icelandic Glacial Water as a sponsor on these actors. So
really?
I've got a really weird job already. I'm like, hey, you wanna sponsor?
Water. But have you tried this water?
Well, listen to this. So Michael B. Jordan comes in, and this is when he was preparing for the second Creed, I think. And so he was jacked out of his mind, right? He's got the full back and the whole deal.
Did you see it?
Well, he had a shirt on, but you could see it like he was about to rip out of that shirt. But so he walks in, and he's got like his team with him or whatever. And immediately I'm pretty starstruck because I watched him in Friday Night Lights, the show, when he was young on The Wire, or not The Wire. Yeah, he was in The Wire, and then he was in, there was another movie. But anyway, I'm like just kind of starstruck, so I go up to him, like I'm supposed to, and introduce myself. Hey, I'm half Icelandic Glacial, yada yada. And his publicist, I guess, comes out of nowhere. I'm talking, I didn't even see her in the room. And she flies over and like breaks the handshake with her body.
Oh my goodness.
And she's right in front of me. This was before COVID, folks. So there was no social distance. She was right in front of me.
Oh my god.
And she goes, he's already sponsored by Coke. We don't have any other blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
and she was
really?
backing me up, like, not forcefully, but she was walking, and I had nowhere to go. So I wasn't about to get run over by this lady. So in a room full of, high important people, I wasn't about to get punked. So I walked backward as I let her do her thing, and finally he was like, okay, we don't need you to go crazy on him. He was just talking to me, and so she left, and I talked to him for a little bit. But yeah.
Nice.
I told him I was a big fan and all this.
How does he look up close?
Short.
What?
What?
Sorry.
Why would you say that?
Sorry.
Well, you're like 6'7".
I know, but it's hard for me. I know, 6'7", 7'5". It's hard for me to, in person, because you see people on TV and they don't look that way.
Yeah.
But he's like 5'10", 5'11", so he's not too
That's
short.
good enough.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
Obviously he's a good-looking dude. Of course.
How tall is he? 5'11"?
5'11"?
Somewhere around there, I
I can
would
work
say.
with that.
You can work with that.
And he's a beast, too. And he the one thing I will remember about him, he was really cool.
Yeah?
He was super nice and everything, but I could tell he felt like he was the most important person in the room. I
As
could
he
definitely
should.
tell that.
As he
I mean,
should.
J.K. Simmons,
Rightfully so.
Oscar winner.
J.K. Simmons was there, but,
Yeah. But he definitely felt like he mattered more than the other people there, because he was like...
But he backed his publicist off.
He did back his
Yeah.
publicist
Talk to
off.
you.
That's good.
Because this was at the end of the thing, but she was going around and hitting everybody, though. Like, because
Yeah.
there was people in there from Variety, and she was like, this is how it's going to go. Like, to the Variety people who were inviting him in.
Why were you there as a water person?
They
why
had
did
they had
have
a
to
they
have
had a
water
partnership.
Wade the water
Variety had a
boy.
partnership.
Wait,
They had a partnership with Icelandic. So
Wade the
when they
water
came
boy.
in, I was supposed to offer him water. Listen,
Hey,
it's
but
a decent gig for him.
after GMineo blows up, you're gonna walk up to Michael Jordan, and Michael B. Jordan, he's gonna be like, "Can I have an autograph, sir?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
sure
And
that's
then
what's gonna
I've
happen.
seen your
That's
reaction
gonna be a very
videos.
full, and you're gonna be like, "Remember when you rejected my water offer?"
I'm gonna go grab Jamie, my publicist, and tell him to back up.
Yeah, back off.
Imagine Jamie doing that.
Runs in between them.
Don't hurt my person.
Michael B. Jordan's gonna be trying to sell you on water.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's a full. You
So
see
it's
how
gonna
that
be a full
works?
circle
And
of
then
it.
Jamie's gonna be like, nope, he's already sponsored by Bang.
Nah, he's better. He's got better deals.
I would
Okay.
take a
Back off.
Celsius
Oh,
sponsorship, bro. I would take a
really?
Celsius, if you're watching this podcast on our
Fun
GMineo
fact,
Let's Play channel.
Celsius just sponsored Kelsey.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah, so she's getting a free thing.
Nice.
Shout out to
That's
Celsius.
awesome.
Also,
Okay.
Bang, I found my flavor now.
Was it the
Pina
pina
colada
colada one?
Pina colada.
Okay.
I love the pina colada one. I might just get it every single day. It's better
Man.
than
Every single day?
Nos.
You're going way.
I'm
It's
already,
better
I'm
than
already,
Nos?
I'm already
It's
done
better
with
than
the
Nos.
energy
Whoa.
drink
The
thing.
pina colada
There
one.
you go.
I
There
can't,
you go.
I can't do
You tried it twice.
I
Listen.
tried it twice.
You were right not to.
I
It just
love
tastes
it.
like I don't know, battery acid to me.
Yeah.
The ones we've tasted like battery acid.
You gotta
but
try
the pina
pina-
colada is really good. I feel like it would
You gotta
like
try
it.
Mark's Pinot Colada.
Yeah, my penis colada.
We'd love that one.
Penis Colada.
I'm not
That's all I'm
That's so
thinking.
I'm not
funny.
putting it in, Jake.
You have to at least keep it for something. Keep that, please.
Okay, I'm sorry,
For
Jamie's
luau
mom.
streams,
sorry,
we're
Jamie's
keeping the
mom.
penis colada for luau.
That's what I used to say. I was like, oh, my mom watches these videos. Like, I can't say. But then my mom stopped watching the videos.
Yeah.
So now you can say anything.
Not too many.
You see, I just started. So like my mom yesterday, she got home. She's like, I was listening to you in the car all day.
I know, that's
it
what
looked
my
like
mom
you were
used to
there
do.
with me, and it was really
That's
nice.
so
and I'm
sad.
like, Mom, that's so wholesome, but like some
And
of the
then-
content.
You
But then
can't.
she was watching the video, right? And then she was like, Jamie, why is people calling you broken? Are you okay? And I'm like, Mom, that's like lingo and like gaming terms that like I have to explain to her now. And it's just like,
Oh.
Mom, broken just means you're really good, you know? That's
She's
how
like,
it
I'll fix you,
is.
Jamie.
I'll fix you.
They won't ever
And
say
I-
you're broken again.
But now I spend my days where I have to explain to my mom what gaming lingo means, what it means to be
Oh.
OP and
I
broken and
Then all our
nerd.
cuss words can be gaming lingo.
I was just explaining to my mom what a simp was yesterday, so it's funny that you bring that up.
You just now had to explain that. I'm surprised.
Yes.
Haley's been sent
I'm
over.
slowly.
Haley's been sent over since she got here.
I think Haley has the most sense.
I was
Facts.
saying how our community has repurposed the term simp.
Have they though?
I think so.
I think
How?
that they're just simps.
Like
that-
using it for themselves
Haley.
in like a positive way. Because I think most of the time simp is used as like.
Oh, yeah.
like
Oh
an
yeah,
insult.
yeah. But
You
I
know?
mean, it's
Oh,
used
an
at.
insult?
Yeah, it's an insult.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but simp, I would agree. Simp for us has been
It's been
repurposed
redefined.
for
It's been
a
redefined.
positive. I would say definitely
Yeah.
for a positive.
Good job,
And I
GMineo.
appreciated that.
I
Yeah.
feel like the whole community as a whole, like not just GMineo, but like the whole online community,
Yeah.
the word simp is being redefined as like something positive.
Well, we
you know?
started it, Jamie.
Yeah, I was gonna say. GMineo, we are the innovators
We're
here.
the innovators.
Welcome to
Okay.
We're
Innovation,
the
Jamie.
front runners.
Glad to be on board.
On reaction videos, on simp repurposing, on not staying on topic. So, shows today.
Shows.
What are we watching?
I love Selling Sunset.
You keep telling me about this show.
Sunset.
How do they even
Have you
have
seen
Selling
it?
Sunset going on right now? How are they filming a show like that?
They're
I don't
not
think they're
filming it
right now. It's just out.
Everything's been pre-recorded.
I was gonna
It's
say
great.
that show gonna be canceled real quick.
It's a
Ain't nobody
great-
showing shit right now.
It's a great idea for a show, though.
Yeah.
Selling
People
Sunset.
love
Just-
seeing
oh,
Sunset.
What's it
well, you know what it
It's
is.
about these like real estate agent, and they're like super hot. and-
Oh wait, I saw the thing. It's on Netflix,
Sunset
right?
Boulevard.
Well, I'm more of a fan of the sci-fi stuff, so right now I'm definitely. I just finished Umbrella Academy season
I just started
2.
that.
Everybody's saying it's
So
the best
good.
show.
It was really good.
So good.
Well, the first 3 episodes are really good from what I've seen so far.
This is a comic adaptation.
You,
Yeah.
you would love it, Wade.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what you would love? Have you seen The Boys on Amazon?
Oh yeah, I've seen The Boys. I'm waiting for season 2.
Okay, yeah.
I'm waiting for
It's
season
really
What's that? What's
You haven't seen The Boys?
It's like a
heard of
superhero.
it.
It's like a
My friends
superhero
recommended it.
show.
Yeah, you guys.
But they're
gotta
like
watch it.
kind of corrupted. They're like celebrities, and like the fame kind of gets into their head.
Mm.
They try to keep up like an image and stuff, but like secretly, they're like a lot of them are bad. There are some that are good, but like most of them are
It's pretty apt description. Basically,
pretty
in
corrupt.
a 2020 version of real world superheroes, what they would be. They try to be Instagram famous,
Oh,
social media high,
Yeah.
and
That sounds good.
they're super corrupt and they don't give a shit about anybody.
So
They save people for the headlines, for
Yeah.
the news
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
And after that, they're like, whatever. These people are fucking. I don't
Yeah.
care about.
I got
them.
my fame. I
So
got
Tony
the
Stark in Iron Man 1 when he was an asshole.
I'd say like to a more sinister degree
To
and,
more of a
and
fake.
fake degree. Yeah.
Ah,
There's no moral code in there that he has to like crack
Ah,
the key
yeah.
to. These people are just bad,
Oh.
Yeah.
but they're good in front of the
They
camera.
do it from the fame.
But
the-
it's a super fun show.
Yeah.
It's very obviously for our younger viewers. It's very graphic.
oh, it's super graphic.
So-
Oh, really?
yeah.
You know, PSA.
Have you guys seen Misfits?
No.
Yes,
I
I
love
have.
Misfits.
I love Misfits.
Yeah,
actually,
it's really good.
I was
it's another
watching.
superhero one.
Yeah, it was actually the same actor that Klaus.
Robert Sheehan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like him.
I remembered I watched that in the past, and I was
Don't
just
know
like,
what
oh, this is a
actor's
really
name
good
Just
show.
throws it out there.
I just know Michael
I like
B. Jordan.
Robert Sheehan.
We're talking about superhero stuff.
Yeah.
Who is this? I've never seen Misfits.
Misfits, so it's like
'Cause
it's from
I-
the UK, and
Okay.
it's like a superhero show about these. It's like all these like juvenile
Juvenile
detention,
delinquents.
yeah, delinquent people, and they
Okay,
have to do
okay,
like
okay.
community service, and
Ah.
I forget what happens, but
They
something
get hit
happens
by
where
lightning.
yeah, they get hit by lightning, and then they all
Spoiler.
get superpowers.
But their superpowers are based off of their personalities.
Mm.
Yeah,
So like
Oh.
stuff
So it
like
just
but they're like
Heightens their personality.
they're all like kind of like well, they're misfits, and they like don't really know what to do with their powers, and they're all like.
That's funny.
And so yeah, it's a really funny
Like,
show.
they're kind
'Cause
of,
it's more of a comedy.
very old though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's an
old.
older-
Yeah, it's
an
pretty
oldie?
dated now,
Have you
but
guys
it's a
seen
good show.
Zoom? Zoom was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Zoomers?
Zoom?
Zoom?
You
Where,
guys
like,
are
oh no, Sky High. Sorry,
Mm.
Sky High.
Sky High.
Was
One of my favorite
Love
character
Sky
names
High.
ever is in that movie.
Oh,
You
War
guys
and
know this.
Peace.
War and Peace is the best
Oh.
name that you can give anybody. Because he's in the movie, he's reading the book War and Peace.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's sitting there reading, and he's
That's
all like,
on the nose.
yeah, exactly. So Disney. He's all like got like the long hair. It's Taylor Lautner, isn't it?
No.
Does it
No,
play
I
him?
think
It
Taylor
look-
Lautner was never.
But he's like he plays. He's got the hair down. He's all brooding,
Yeah.
and they're like they point to him. They're like, "That's War and Peace."
Yeah. Oh, the fire guy.
So funny, dude.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm not watching anything right now.
Have you
I
guys-
watched.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you got it. I was gonna say I watched The Last Dance. You know how Michael Jordan has his bourbon, and in The Last Dance he's sitting there on his chair and he's got his bourbon and
yeah?
his cigar. I was watching it with bourbon and a cigar.
Nice.
I don't even smoke.
Oh, have you guys seen?
You bought a cigar just to sit there and look like Michael Jordan?
And I had a notepad because I did podcasts.
Oh my goodness.
My first, when I started Twitch, I did podcasts, recaps on The Last Dance. I'd watch The Last Dance, 30 minutes, whatever. I'd have my bourbon there, watching it, take notes. I took so many notes. You know how when Joe's editing videos, I'll take notes for him? Nothing compared to the notes I took on The Last Dance. It was like 17 pages of
Are you
notes.
serious?
I was so into it.
Did you make a podcast on it?
Yeah, I would do like hour-long recaps every week.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
And no one watched it. It was cool.
Aww. But you still kept up with it. I'll watch it.
You guys are not going to watch it.
Probably not.
You guys will have it. You guys will watch it like I watched Train to Busan when we did our movie on.
I'm on the other monitor.
Movie though.
I literally was playing. I don't know what I was playing a game and watching. Oh, I was playing Roller
I'm
Coaster
so
Tycoon.
excited for Christmas on too.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys see the
looks so
trailer?
different.
Oh, is it
It looks
two?
so
The
different from
trailer
the
came
first one.
out.
one.
It's so in.
Are the zombies more realistic?
It's like
so.
more of like an action. It looks more like an American action movie.
There was like a zombie fighting
Michael
pit
Bay.
or something too.
Yeah,
It was,
like Michael Bay.
Insane.
Let's go.
Yeah. They have like
Zombie.
cage matches with the zombies. It's like the people that were left.
The zombie bites you and it's just an explosion. Michael Bay.
Oh my
Like,
gosh,
right?
that's scary.
Cars go
Cage
flying.
match. Have you guys seen Money
The zombies?
Heist?
Yes,
Money
I
Heist was
love that
so
show so
good.
much.
I
I
feel
can't
like
wait
everyone's
for the
recommended-
next
Everyone's
season.
Yeah.
recommended it.
What's my guy?
It's such an underrated show. It's Spanish.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a Spanish movie.
But
It's in
dubbed
Spain.
in English.
It's dubbed in English. You can watch it that way, or you can watch it the other way
Mhm.
with subtitles. It's basically a group
Basically.
basically a group of like not misfits, but like criminals
Mhm.
who like come together.
They have a good intentions. The professor.
The professor, the one like
Yes.
who's in charge of all of it, brings like a group of misfits together that are all like criminals and everything.
Yeah.
And he plans for them to rob
Not just
a
any
bank.
criminals, so they have like a story of like, robbing into things.
Yeah,
They're,
like
they're-
different skills.
Right, their
Different
criminal
skill sets.
past gives them the skills to do this big heist.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like what they do is that they go into like the Met. What is it? Like the place that prints money.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like they take over the whole building and they print their own money.
The Mint?
So yeah, the Mint.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I don't know. That's okay.
No, no, no.
I heard meth.
Oh no! Ah! And then so basically they're printing their own money to make their own money rather than stealing money. So like they're giving it back to the people and
Yeah.
like they like do the helicopter and put it out of the helicopter so people will get the
They,
money.
like,
The
throw it
people
out?
will be for them. They're not violent. They try not to
Some
kill
Robin
anyone.
Hood story.
So
here.
like it's very Robin Hood.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Right.
Heard a lot of
Kelsey
people
watches
recommend
a
that.
lot of dubbed movies. I can't get into them because I'm too
I
focused
Those are
Subs.
the
on
best
words.
ones.
The other
I'm
one
too
that
focused
I
on
watched was
subs too. I
3%.
can't do because I get
Really?
focused on
Yeah,
the
it's
text.
very similar.
I'm like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and I don't watch
I feel like
those.
you get used to it
Netflix
the more you
also.
watch.
I have to watch with subtitles though. That's like the problem for me.
I don't. But the thing is, I get focused on the words.
Really?
Like I'm reading the words and I'm not watching what's
You're not
happening.
reading fast enough.
I'm like, shit, I missed something.
That's my brother. I tried to get my brother to watch something, and he was like, and it was like a Korean show,
Yeah.
and he was watching it, and he was like, how do you read it this fast?
Like, this is why you need to read at a young age so you learn how to read properly.
It's so
Because
funny.
I don't know, for me, even if it's American, I still need to have subtitles because for some reason
Really?
it just
I like
There's
processes
there's
better.
some
I like
shows.
subtitles.
Yeah.
There are some shows that you don't get the full context unless you have subtitles.
Yeah,
That's true.
Like
Some
Inception.
characters
I think
don't
Inception
talk
That's
as
true.
loudly, and some
Yeah,
characters have different accents. I'll
Mhm.
agree with that. Fun story about leaving movies. Have you guys ever left a movie?
Yes.
What movie?
Yes.
Well, I had a movie pass, so I would just go to like movies every single
Oh,
week.
I
Pass
see.
through.
Yeah, and there was this one movie. It was about a nanny or
You're
like
just
a
not
new
feeling
mom. I was like, the kid's annoying. I'm leaving.
What did you walk out of?
I walked out of a series of unfortunate events because
serious?
because I was a child.
Misfortunate?
Because I was a child and it was super scary, and I ended up throwing out in the movie theater.
Oh no!
I don't think it was because I was scared, but I was also scared. I think
What
I
were
threw
you
up
scared
because of a
of?
different thing. What?
What
No,
are you scared of?
It was 100%
Claws?
because of your
I don't
anxiety.
Count.
Did
Or
I
did you
throw up?
just-
I can't remember if I threw up, but I definitely. So I was really scared, and I walked outside,
Yeah,
and that was the first because I've fainted a lot in my life,
really?
and I walked out and I fainted. It was a
No!
very difficult
Oh my
time.
god! How old were you?
Gosh, it was probably it was in elementary school at some point.
Jesus!
So.
Haley puked on the ground, walked outside, and fainted, all because
Yeah.
of a
Sounds
series
like-
of
sounds like me
unfortunate
every
So
events.
I thought it was because of the movie. I must have been sick or something. But in my mind, because I was really scared of the movie for some reason, and
Probably a little bit of
and
both.
so I never watched it again. I don't know anything about that series
Wow.
even today because they made a show about it, and I still can't
It's
watch
not
it.
as bad. It's not as bad.
Yeah,
The movie's a little like it gives you chills.
yeah,
But the show's not that bad.
yeah.
Jamie, anytime you ever walked out of a movie?
Yes,
What'd you look
Monster
at?
House.
Walked out of Monster
So
House?
Monster
I
House is scary.
can't
For
watch
that-
horror
for
movies
that genre,
at
yeah.
all. Like at all. Like
Same.
I get nightmares really
Same.
badly.
I don't really
So-
get nightmares. I just like why torture yourself, you know?
So, like, I was watching Monster House because my friends wanted to go see it. And I'm like, I'm gonna be a cool kid. Like, I was 9 years old or 8 years old at this time.
Cool
and I'm
kid.
like, I'm gonna be a cool kid, you know? I'm gonna watch with my friends. And I just literally, the movie starts and I hide under the seat for a good, like, 10 minutes first.
It's good
Because I
strategy.
just can't watch it and I just scream. So I'm just, like, hiding there. And I'm like, I can't be here. So I just run out.
Let me tell you guys my walk out of movie story. So I was 16, mind you. And again, I've told you guys a story about being tricked into going to see Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And so I didn't walk out of that one. I was a tough guy for that. But that was after this. This is what made me a tough guy. I actually went to the movie makes me a tough guy. So me and my buddy would go we would go to this theater in Knoxville, which is where I'm from, every Friday night or Saturday night when we weren't having football because we wanted to pick up girls. But this is the thing. We would go up there and not pick up any girls. We would go up there and get so scared because we were just, I don't know, I come from a very small town, right? Everybody knows everybody. When you come out of that small town, the biggest city closest to it is Knoxville.
Yeah.
And these girls, in Knoxville girls were like, oh, they're from Knoxville, they're from Turkey Creek, they're the hot ones.
Oh my goodness.
So when we went up there, we would just get cold feet like a mug, and finally we were just like, all right, you want to watch a movie? So we go up there this day, we're like, you know, we got our Axe. Oh, you remember bod spray or whatever? Man, bod spray?
Yes.
We put on our bod spray, like way too much, like on the back, the whole
Oh
deal.
no.
Flexing, you know what I'm saying? So we get up there, and I drove like a 97 Jeep with like a big dent right in the front of it, you know? So we roll up in my Jeep, sounds like it's going to break down any second. We get out the car, there's girls, like, whatever. I think we might have talked to like 2 girls. Oh, like, what are you seeing today? And that was about it. And so he goes, let's watch this movie Daybreakers. I was like, okay. If you guys have ever seen this movie Daybreakers, it's not a popular movie.
I think I've heard of it.
It's a vampire movie.
Okay.
So we get in the movie, and I'm already skeptical. Like, the movie trailer looks weird to me. It's not a scary movie, but it's a suspense kind of jump scare movie. We get in there, and my buddy, I think, knows something that I don't. He loves scary movies. So we get in there, we're watching the movie, and one of the first things that happens is apparently in this movie, vampires are on their last source of, like, food. Mm-hmm. They've killed all the animals, and now they're going to have to start eating people type thing because they're looking for blood. And the first thing that happens, someone throws something against the wall, and it's like a blood capsule or something, throws it against the wall, and this freaking deformed vampire crawls up the wall and starts licking it. I tell you so quickly, I was like, hey, bro, I got to use the bathroom. I left that movie and I didn't come back in. He texted me, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, bro, I'm not coming back in there. He's like, it's not even scary. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I sat out there in the lobby by myself at the table, people walking around doing the whole thing.
After coming to pick up girls.
It was like, what was it, Daniel Powder and You Had a Bad Day. I was just sitting there and people are walking around me like it was just like a movie. I'm just like, nope, I'm not doing it, man. I'm not going back in there. Heck no, dude. I'm never gonna be one of those guys. And it turns out the movie's not even that scary, but the first scene is like the scariest thing. So I was ridiculed for that, and that's why when I went to the one years later, I had to man up and stay in there, even though I didn't want to, and I didn't watch the movie, and then I got punked at the end of that movie too. So that's what happens. But yes, I was gonna ask you guys. Since we're talking movies and shows, somewhat, this has kind of gone off the rails. Pretty much is what we usually do, just rambling. Which I think you've kind of named the podcast, which I really like.
Just rambling?
These ones. Like
the ramble. The ones that don't have a topic. Just rambling. I was going to get top 5. Let's do a top 5 list.
5?
Of movies?
I don't know. You guys want to do movies? Shows?
Oh, God.
We'll do top 5 Disney movies. You guys can do that?
Ooh, yeah, I know
Okay.
that.
I can do that.
Let's start.
Each of us 5?
We'll start with number 5.
Can we just do like our first ones first and then like our second one?
Nah, we're starting with lowest all the way up to
Oh,
greatest.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I have to think about that.
Wait, I have to think about that too.
Okay, I'll start.
I
I can only have my 3.
I can take my top 3.
Okay, let's do top 3.
Okay.
Number 3 for me would probably be, I would say Hercules. I'm a big fan of
Love
Hercules.
Hercules.
It's a great story. Great music, by the way. He is a hero, hero, hero. And there's like parallel, the 90s. I went back and watched it with Kelsey the other day, and there's so many things like shoe companies, like the Nike, the merch, all that stuff that you don't pick up on at the time as a kid. You're just like happy to be seeing Hercules punch some people. But the music's great. The story's awesome. Danny DeVito voices the GOAT guy, right?
Yes.
His trainer.
Yes.
He's hilarious in the movie. Even to this day, he's kind of a creep in the movie, which is a thing of the early 90s. Like, no one really, it was just like he was kind of a creep. But yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it a lot. That's my number 3.
My number 3, there's a lot of like I want to be number 3s, but I'm not sure, so I'm choosing between like Wall-E, Ratatouille. Probably between those two. I'm not sure which one I want to choose, but like those two are probably my 3 and 4, like switching back and forth.
I like
Yeah.
that. Wall-E's a really cool like look at what like something that I don't want to say it could happen, but it could.
It's like a modern silent movie a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Wall-E is very entertaining without speaking, other than saying Wall-E. I'm a big fan.
Wall-E.
Yes.
Big fan.
I don't know my number 3. That's hard. It's Sky High.
Yeah,
It's a Disney movie. It's a
Disney
live
movie.
action,
Yeah.
but
Okay, I mean, if you're talking about like a real Disney movie,
Like an animated movie.
I'd probably go with like
or a Pixar movie.
Beauty and the Beast.
They're under the umbrella now.
I'd probably go with Beauty.
Beauty
and
and
the
the
That's
Beast.
the tracks.
Wow.
Yeah, I like the music a lot.
It's a good
What do you
music
think of
bit.
the live action?
I love the live
I
action.
Love Emma
I love
Watson.
I don't
So
know
pretty,
how
so
well-
Beautiful.
I remember Beauty and the Beast, other than there being a bunch of dancing like house
Objects.
instruments and
Yes.
Beast and Rose. That's about it. There's a Rose, right?
Yes.
And then what's her name? Belle?
Belle.
Belle. The Belle of the Ball. Yeah, I don't remember that one too much, but I know obviously that that's not like the main story arc. Does he become a human
Yes.
when he
At the
kisses
end.
her or whatever?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Does he look like?
Oh, nice.
After that movie, I was like,
Because there was gonna be bestiality there for a second, and I was like, wait a second.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, wait, my mom watches these. I cannot say the word bestiality.
Well, that's like
Please
the
cut
weird
this
part
out.
about it. It's like this is for sure an animal that she's like trying to make out with here, but he's a guy. Okay, it makes sense.
yeah.
It works
I
out.
think after that movie, I was like, you know what?
Works out, kids.
I'm never gonna judge someone based on their physical appearance.
Unless
You know what the
they're an
real-
animal.
one's
The
gonna change into a...
real story though is about Stockholm syndrome.
Oh yeah.
The captor.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Is that really what
I
Stockholm
love
syndrome
those
is?
deep
though?
ones. I love those deep ones that have like a darker meaning to it.
All of
Yeah.
them do.
So
Yeah,
what is
like
what,
Peter
what is
Pan and
what is Stockholm syndrome? It's
it's when you fall in
syndrome?
love with your captor.
Yeah.
Is it
So,
just
if
when you
someone
fall in
kidnaps
love
you-
when you're
It's not necessarily falling in love, but you like if someone's like really bad to
you
you.
start
they,
to
admire them.
And then
perceive
if
what
they
they're
give you,
doing
like-
as normal, like
Yeah, and then
action.
if they start giving you things, like all of a sudden they like give you more than they were before, then you start to think, oh, maybe
They're
are
generous.
actually nice.
They're
They're
nice.
being generous.
Okay.
They're being kind.
yeah, that's
And then you can like form like an affection.
there's
for them.
like
I
a lot of those
evaluate
messages.
my
There's like a Mark's favorite movies includes bestiality and Stockholm syndrome.
Oh my god.
Number 3.
Number 3, I have so many. I don't know if I have like a strong number 3, but
Yeah,
I will
same.
say one that I like that I feel like gets a lot of flack, or not flack, but I don't hear a lot of people saying it, is Cars.
No,
I actually really
it's a
like
good
Cars.
movie.
Yeah,
It's a good
I
movie.
like Cars.
Yeah, maybe not flack, but maybe just like more.
It's
Not the first choice for a lot of people.
You know, Wade reminds me of the truck.
I am not Mater.
Mac
I am not Mater.
Yes.
or Mater. Okay.
I am not Mater. I would rather be Mac than Mater.
I like the writing for Cars. I thought it was cute.
Great. It's
And
phenomenal.
it
right?
wrapped
That's
up really
great.
well.
Yeah, I liked it.
Though that I would say you're close to my little brother's age. Close. You're closer. He's 19. I remember we played
I'm
Cars for
closest.
him all the time
Really?
growing up.
What about
Oh
you?
my god. SpongeBob. Yeah, all you guys. SpongeBob and all that stuff and
Yeah.
Cars as like now what adults talk about as like their favorite stuff, which in my case I was like, SpongeBob's for babies. I don't know. Cars is for babies.
I never liked
Because I was
SpongeBob.
that age where it
Yeah.
wasn't like,
Aw,
you know,
that's my
I was older,
childhood.
like Timmy, what is it, Fairly Odd Parents, I was older then. Here,
Really?
stop right there. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Number 2?
number
Kick
2,
Dom.
number 2 would, for me, I see the thing is, and there's the difference. You guys are picking a lot of Pixar movies that are like more modern animated movies versus like I'm going early 1990s Disney just because that's
I
what
like those
as a
ones
kid.
too. Yeah, Hercules and everything.
I know what my number 1 is, so my number 2. If we're doing, I mean, Toy Story's awesome. Like
Toy
Toy Story
Story
is probably my number 2. Like that at that time was like a replay. Like I was a big fan of Lion King, but the replay value on Lion King isn't as prevalent as it was Toy Story, in my opinion.
Toy Story scared the
can
shit
watch.
out of me. The little...
In Sid's room, yeah, the
Oh,
Sid's room stuff,
scary.
a little
Yeah.
trippy. But the writing I thought was good. The actors that played him, perfect choices in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
Now, back then I was just like, oh, Woody's dope. Like Buzz Lightyear, let me get one of
Woody's
those. I need a Buzz Lightyear.
The ones that they make now are really funny.
I liked 4. I didn't like
find
3.
the other ones so funny, like the beginning ones.
I didn't like 3 at all. I liked 4. I didn't
What
like
they do
3.
in 3?
3 was when they go to the what is it, the kids, the little kids
Daycare,
daycare,
so, yeah.
and the toys that are like the snobby ones that have been there forever to kind
Oh.
of placate them and like, haha, you guys are new, welcome in, and they're kind of like trying to push them all out.
And number 4 was Forky, right?
Yeah, Forky.
I love-
yeah,
I
number
like
4 is
that
dope.
one.
I love that one.
It was like I thought a rewrite of 3. I thought they were like, okay, we kind of misstepped on 3. Let's finish this off the right way type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my number 2, Toy Story.
Number 2 for me is Big Hero 6. So like I'm these
love
are the
Big Hero
ones
6.
these are the ones I grew up on. That's
I
why.
like Big Hero
So like
6.
I love all the older stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like when I was
Brother?
little, I wore a princess dress everywhere.
Yeah?
Like to school, I wore a princess dress,
There you
and
go.
it was so bad because I would wear a princess dress to school, which was
That's
not
cute.
good. But
Same.
yeah, I had like a Sleeping Beauty one, Cinderella one,
Okay. You had the
Belle
whole-
one,
you had the
all
whole
the shebangs, all of them.
Nice.
I hated Snow White though.
entire
I
line.
was terrified of her.
Hated Snow White.
Yeah,
I was
She was-
terrified
she
of
was
Snow
scary.
White.
She didn't do anything.
She was
She lays
scary.
around
The
the,
witch
whole
is
movie.
scary. The witch is scary.
Have you been to Disneyland?
I think Snow White's
Where,
scarier
like,
than the witch.
at like every like 30 minutes, she'll like pop up out
Oh,
of the
okay.
That's the
window,
witch though.
and it's so scary. The witch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like the scariest thing in the world.
Yeah, the witch is scary.
How are you gonna write
That
a
ride is terrifying.
movie
Yes.
around a character that just lays there for damn near the entire movie? She's not even an important character in the movie. She just lays there.
Yeah.
I'd rather say the dwarves are more important. They're way
The
more
dwarves are
important.
working
So
away.
cute.
They're doing their thing.
So cute.
They're the ones that put
I
together
think
a
Snow White
plan.
was scarier than the witch.
Okay, so Big Hero
But yeah,
6.
Big Hero
I was
6.
like,
I
Big
love
Hero 6 so
Baymax.
good.
So
I was like, are
like
they gonna call her in?
so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And the
never-
Baymax hat.
I watched Big Hero 6. I likened it to a superhero movie
Yeah.
because he puts some armor on. and
Yeah,
whatever.
that movie's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I like that.
Rest in peace to the brother.
Oh,
So sad.
Tadashi, no!
Cosmic 6'9".
So like I actually
Call
watched
him
Hercules. I actually watched
Hercules?
Hercules.
There you go.
And I stopped watching it. Like I didn't
Okay.
watch it full because I was like, oh, it's too masculine. But what I do like,
Mark can't have that kind of
Mark likes
masculinity in his life.
Megara.
He's like, wait a second, I want to punch someone. I gotta
what I do like though is
go lift
Mulan.
weights.
Mulan. Like I like when girls are like in like high powerful positions.
She balls out in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah. I loved Mulan. I really wanted to be
Mulan. I love Mulan.
I love Mulan Paris.
So my first and second one are kind of
Like part 1,
Yeah,
part 2.
same.
mine are like too close to be counted as one
Yeah.
as the first one as the second.
Same.
But it's definitely Mulan and also Princess and the Frog. Those are my top.
I've seen
two.
Princess and the Frog.
I
You
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it
it?
either.
It's so good.
It's really
Really?
The
I know
frog
they're-
terrifies me.
What?
I know they're renaming
It's really
a
good.
ride at Disney.
Yeah,
After
yeah,
Princess
the
Splash
Mountain.
Mountain.
Splash
Mhm.
Mountain.
I'm so excited for that. It looks
I
really
haven't
pretty.
seen the movie,
designs
though.
look pretty. It's really good. It's like one of my favorite soundtracks.
It's a good soundtrack, see?
Yeah,
That's what you
really,
need.
really good
That's what
soundtrack.
you need.
And then Mulan was definitely the one I watched the most as a kid.
Yeah. I would say like Mulan is popular with, I would say it's top 5 for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Across the board, it's
Mulan's
just
so
a good
good.
movie. And then, so my number 1 is, you should know this. I've talked about it ad nauseum.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you know what it is?
It's wait, what is it? The Goofy movie?
There it is. A Goofy movie.
Ah.
The best. That's the best music in any Disney movie. I don't care who you are. They have 3 bangers of the song entirely. There's a road trip, father and son story, a coming of age flick, as you were trying to make reference to yesterday. But this is it's that weird time where everybody's in high school. This kid's trying to find his way. He's trying to impress a girl. His dad's old news. He don't want to hang out with him. And he finds out his old man's not. You know what I'm saying? He's actually kind of cool. And it turns him back to being a good son. It turns him back from being like going and getting in trouble because the principal tells him he's going to end up in the electric chair, which is
Oh my goodness.
psycho because
I remember that.
because he takes over a gymnasium announcement ceremony and he becomes Powerline. He's like, your son's going to end up in the electric
Oh
chair.
my goodness.
So it's,
That was
it's
really
fun.
good.
Yeah, it's not bad,
That was
right?
really good.
So I think I don't know if I've said this on here, but I dressed up as Powerline
Yes.
for Halloween many a time. As a kid, I wanted to be Powerline, who was based off a combination, I think, of Michael Jackson and Prince.
Oh really?
When they made him.
Wow.
So I wanted to be Powerline really, really bad.
Cool.
So yeah, and come on, the perfect cast. I could get up right now in this room and do the perfect cast,
Nice.
but there's not a lot of room.
I haven't seen that movie. I don't think.
You've never seen
I might have
Goofy?
seen when I was
Never
a
seen
kid, but I don't remember.
I love
anymore.
that movie.
You
I'll
would
have to
you would be
rewatch it.
thoroughly
That's a
entertained
really
right
good
now by
choice.
that movie.
Okay, I'll watch.
That's
I'll
number
watch
one.
that, and you can watch Princess and the Frog.
Deal.
That's true.
Number 1?
Finding Nemo.
Oh, of course.
Finding
So
Nemo's
I
great. It's a great
loved
movie.
Finding Nemo because it wasn't like a love story, it was about a dad trying
Yeah.
to find a son because
Parallels.
that's all he has left, So like that's
Can't
I
relate.
don't know. I find it really like amazing. Just
Flip
like
it around. That's why.
there's a lot of quotes from it. You know, like fish are friends, not food.
Yeah.
Or like
Great.
just keep swimming. Like all
Great.
the time, I'll just be
Bangers.
like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Bangers
you know?
of quotes.
It's just like a lot of really good quotes, and I loved Finding Dory too because like it was hilarious.
Back to back.
Super fun.
Back to back. That's all.
It was really good.
Number 1, Mark.
Lion King.
Lion
love
King's
Lion
classic.
King.
It's a classic. Like you said,
That has
it's a
high replay
Hamlet
value.
parallel story.
Because like the songs and.
I think that's one of the darker. I mean, there are dark
It's
parts in
dark,
Disney
yeah.
movies, but that's one of the darker
I
ones.
cried. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
when
can't.
Dad died.
I mean, I'm not gonna go down to like a
Of
whole thing here, but are there any other Disney movies where like one of the
Bambi.
main, I guess Bambi, yeah.
Bridge to
Bambi, yeah.
Terabithia.
Oh.
I don't think it's in that movie. We'll end off with this. What was your dark horse Disney film that no one else liked, but you were like, dang, that's kind of a good movie?
That no one else liked.
Well, like you said earlier, it was like,
I think I have mine.
it wasn't very popular, but I liked
That's
it.
tough.
Mine was Sword in the Stone.
Oh, Sword in the Stone.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked Fox and the Hound.
Or no, King Arthur.
Have
Sorry.
you seen Fox and the Hound? I love Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound is
I
such a
feel like
good movie.
Yeah, I feel like it was
Such
was
a
popular,
good movie,
meant
but it
right in
didn't.
the
It was like the predecessor to a lot of what Disney had.
Yeah,
After.
Fox and the Hound was really good.
My
That was
favorite
like, that was
part
my
of the
go-to
movie
movie
is
as
when
a
they
kid.
meet.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
little
That's
one's
so
like, I'm a
cute.
hound dog.
Yeah. It's so cute.
They said that this is like, I don't know. They said that the way they did that was they had like 3 and 4-year-olds do the voiceovers
Really?
for that
Wow,
part.
really?
They had them do they show like
Oh.
back in the day of them
So
doing
cute.
it and having the kids sit in front of a mic and do that. Oh my hound
That's
dog.
so cute.
It's
I
like a
need to
little
rewatch
country
that
boy.
movie.
Aww.
It's
I
so
wonder your
funny.
thoughts on. Oh, actually, I have Disney
Yeah, it's on
Plus
Disney
now.
Plus.
My brother got it.
Nice.
Shout out.
Shouts out. Anybody else? Dark horses?
For me, it'd be Alice in Wonderland, I think.
Mm.
Because like
That's
I watch
a
it now
movie.
and I'm just like, why did I like this
Oh,
as
yeah,
a
yeah.
kid?
Creepy movie.
But
man.
like
Really psychedelic.
when I was little, I was in love with Alice.
cat was
Like I wanted
freaky.
to be Alice for some reason, and I know like I loved all the characters and everything. So I don't know.
Nice.
I think mine is Mickey Mouse House or what's it called?
Mickey Mouse Club.
Mickey
Mickey Mouse
Clubhouse?
House Clubhouse. Yeah.
That's a show.
Mouse Clubhouse?
Oh, it's a show.
Yeah.
It was a show.
I love
But
that
it was.
show.
I
One
remember
like
Reese watching that show a lot.
NYCK,
My little
whatever.
brother, he watched that a lot. We had
Yeah.
all the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse stuff.
Nice.
And the kids, fun fact, Kelsey watches kids now, and they still watch it. They have like the little DVDs.
Yeah.
Those kids, as soon as they hear the tune come on, it's like like
I like
the
how
whole,
everyone comes together. You know. It's
that
cute.
tune comes on, and kids
It's
go
really cute.
fucking nuts.
Oh,
They get up and start moving around like
Oh, I
it's
know
Mickey
what you're
Mouse
talking
House
about.
time.
I know what you're talking about.
wait, can I switch? Can I switch?
Well,
Yes.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
Lilo and
I think that.
Lilo and
Actually,
Stitch.
I think that's my third favorite one.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Lilo
I
and
was
Stitch.
never big on Lilo and Stitch.
Okay, then that's my dark horse. I love.
I
Lilo
thought
and
Stitch was I was like, oh
I
god,
think
what
I
is
love
that?
the
Cute
show that
it
they
is.
made off of it.
Yeah.
When they like finding the
Yeah.
other experiments.
Yeah.
So
I love
cute.
Lilo and Stitch.
There we go. A top 5.
Wait, what's yours?
Top 3. Mine was it's either King Arthur, not King
Sword in
Arthur.
the
King-
Stone.
It's King Arthur, Sword in the Stone. Yeah. So it's like I always wanted to try having one of those moments for myself to be the one guy that could pull out a sword, or like in the Thor movies, when Thor's introduced, no one can pull his hammer up. I'm like, I can pull Mjolnir. I can pull that shit. Odin charmed it for me. So yeah, that is our podcast number 7. It was our top 3 movie selection and a little bit of rambling mixed in there.
Yep.
Movies, shows, and bleep.
I thought
Movie
just
shows and
Disney.
shit.
Disney movies.
Disney movies, yeah, Disney movies.
Top 3 Disney movies.
Take what you want out of this podcast. So that's gonna be it. Make sure you guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and like this video here at the Let's Play channel. We're trying to build this thing up, and we appreciate everybody that comes by. If you're listening to this in audio form on Spotify, make sure you leave us a rating and review. We really appreciate that. Trying to build that on the audio side as well for those that are in the car. If they're wanting to listen to something, throw on some GMineo podcast, some GMineo Let's Talk, right?
Yep.
If you're trying to fall asleep and you need some soothing voices,
Oh.
throw on the
I don't know about that.
Throw
No,
on
not
the-
that one. Not
The
that one.
audio spikes quite a bit. In these
throw
podcasts.
on the audio spikes. It'll train your ears to be ready for anything necessary.
Oh god.
You think fireworks are a big deal? You think screeching is a big deal? You want to sleep in when the crows come out in the morning? Your ears will be trained on the audio spikes here. But yes, leave us a rating and review. Appreciate it. Mark, you want to take us out?
Yes. But with all of that being said, I'm your host, Mark.
I'm Haley.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Wade.
And remember,
Game it till you make it.
Bye, guys.